Oh, yeah, that Demon Slayer is out. Demon Slayer is out. Yes, sir. The Demon Slayer is out, boy. Oh, yeah. It is out. So, if you ain't seen it, I'm finna tell you right now. Spoilers. Spoilers. I've been waiting for this movie, yo. Couldn't wait to see this shit in theaters. Yeah, let's see how this goes when let me see. I'm trying to. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's what I need to do in that control. All right, so let's get straight into this thing, man. Demon Slayer review, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Infinity Castle, 2 hours and 35 minutes of straight heat. So I'm just tell you all out the gate. I gave this movie a 9.7 out of 10. 9.7 out of 10. It was it was fucking phenomenal. Even though like I heard some people saying that the pacing was bad on. I'm like, come on, bro, what are you talking about? The pacing was bad. Only reason I see why people might have said that was because the whole Akaza scene. Now, the Akaza scene, the fight was. Oh, let me just back it up. So we're gonna take it from the start. Take it from the top. So the movie starts with them giving us some never before seen footage of Guillaume talking to the leader of the Hashiras, right? Nigga on his deathbed, and he's like, "Yo, Guillaume, you the only person I can trust to do this. So, and you the strongest. So I'm gonna need you to, set up this plan so that I can still be useful in taking down Muzan. Because at the end of the day, it's all about taking down Muzan. Muzan gotta go. Muzan got to go. So they devised the plan. They didn't show that in the Hashira training arc when they showed Muzan, popping up and him dying and all that good stuff. So I thought that was dope. So they first get into the Infinity Castle. Shit is fire. Demons everywhere. All the Hashiras getting their shine. And the first fight that we get is Shinobu versus Doma. So this is kind of like a grudge match. If you watch battle rap, you know, you should be familiar with the term meaning. We had history back in the day. I ain't like you, you ain't like me. Now we gotta settle this, right? So Doma killed Shinobu's older sister, who was the flower Hashira before her. So Shinobu was the insect Hashira, and her sister was the flower Hashira. So Doma killed her, but he couldn't eat her. He likes to eat women. Um, so he couldn't like devour her or absorb her because the sun was coming up. So Shinobu came and on her sister, dying wishes, she was like, "Yo, tell me who did this. What did the demon look like? Please let me know." And her sister told her what he looked like, but she didn't want to be like, "Hey, yo, you ain't gonna be able to beat cuz that nigga is too different. He's number two, right behind Kokushibo." Now, they was showing Kokushibo in the movie, which I was happy about, because if you don't know, Kokushibo is the brother of the strongest demon slayer. I can't think of his name off top. God damn. What's his name? Nantanjiro Nashinazugawa. Can't even think of that name right now, but long story short, yeah, Kokushiba was the strongest, and he used moon breathing, like sun breathing, moon breathing, not fire. Like sun breathing is stronger than quote unquote fire, as you can imagine. Like fire would be a little flame. The sun is fire. You feel me? Um, so Domo's the number two, and we seen how Akaza fucked up Rengoku, and Rengoku was known to be him Oti, and Akaza is the number three. And so Yeah, so Domo fucked her up. She was a poison Hashira anyway, so she wasn't even that strong, but she was super duper fast. That was like, you gotta have a balance, right? So she was super fast, had a lot of cool poisons, and he's a demon, so he would just keep healing, healing. Damn, I didn't even set a timer for this food. Until eventually, all the poisons was null and void. So, she ended up, doing what she could, and I mean, yeah, it was over with. Like he fucking killed her ass. Yeah, she had used everything she could, and like her last final move, he was poisoned. The shit looked devastating. Whoop de whoop, and he was like, thank you, you're so beautiful. I really appreciate you for trying." And he fucking crushed her, fucking squished her, bear hugged her, crushed her back, spine, neck, all that shit. Shinobu was dead. What makes it so messed up is that her little sister came, and so her little sister just like is repeating the cycle. Each time a little sister watches their older sister die or have their last moments, and this shit was real sad. Cause watching your fucking sibling get like ate alive by a demon, dog. Sheesh, couldn't imagine. And so yeah, so that was Chernobyl. Got her out of there. So now we go to Zenitsu. Crybaby Zenitsu, right? Wrong. He in that mode the whole time. Ain't none of that weak shit. None of that. Oh, yeah, yeah. I bumped my head. Nah, he don't go. So what makes this Zenitsu grudge match so good? It was like they got all the grudge matches out the way. So what makes this Zenitsu grudge match so good? The upper six ranked demon he's fighting used to be his disciple, and they were both meant to be the successors of the thunder style or the lightning style. So, but niggas get weak hearted, sell their soul to the devil. You know what I mean? Just sell their soul, sell their integrity, and that's how it be. So, this nigga basically got the blood of Kokushibo, so that just bumped him right to number six. Mind you, the current who was number six was Gitaro, but Zenitsu, Tanjiro, and the other guy, they had beat him in the Swordsmith Village arc. So yeah, so he get the blood, so he can do these five styles. He's flashy. The thing with him is he never could master nothing. So yeah, he was cool, he was strong, but Zenitsu had the basics down pat, kind of like on like some Larry Bird shit. Nah, scratch that on some Tim Duncan shit. And yeah, and pretty much after old boy was being all flashy, Zenitsu did one move. I got one round. It was seventh form. He been practicing it. And yeah, that was it for Buddy. Took his ass out of here. Head clean off. So I'm like, damn, okay. So now let's get to the creme de la creme. The bread and butter. Whole time we got Guillaume and Tokito. Then we got the Snake Hashira and the Love Hashira. I forgot their name. I think the Love Hashira is Mitsuri. They got them, whooping these little lame ass niggas ass. And I don't think about it. They had show Doma. Yeah, they had show four ninjas in Kokushibo. So really, then five for number four. Okay. So now we got Akaza versus Tanjiro and Giyu. This was the whole second half of the movie. This is where they put in that footwork. Another grudge match. Because if you know, um, Akaza had killed Rengoku on the Mugen train. Tanjiro was there. If you seen Mugen Train, that Tanjiro speech at the end, brought a thug tear to my eye, real rap. So they fighting, comes out the gate, Akaza, straight to it, Tanjiro, Hiname no Kagura, best move. Giyu over there like, oh shit, you are the one, Neo. Mad respect. Obviously, he can't keep that up. He's new here. So it's really a lot of Tanjiro having a lot of flashy moments, but then Giyu really holding, you know, or really doing the grind of work. Like, let's just shit. We gotta call shit a spade a spade. Like, because Giyu is Himothy, the Water Hashira. And, you know, they're fighting. Akaza's using all his moves, all his instincts. And Tanjiro's a thinker, kind of like Deku and My Hero. They gonna figure some shit out now. So, Tanjiro, like, how can he sense all these abilities when it's like you don't even know or nobody's even here, etc., etc. So you just start thinking, like, damn. Now, if you've been really into this, now we get into the transparent world. And the transparent world is pretty much like you can see when people's breathing, their intentions, their muscle fibers, like all that shit. So Tanjiro starts seeing that. Another flashback, started to remember what his team, what his comrades were saying, what his dad was teaching him about the Hinokami Kagura dance, about seeing the transparent world whole time. And he just started to assimilate everything he been learning. He integrated that shit, and when he did that, the Demon Slayer mark activated, and Akaza was no longer able to sense his fighting spirit, so he didn't know where he was coming from. Because Akaza basically, kind of like Neji, always know where you coming from. And once Tanjiro got in that selfless state of like, yo, I just gotta do what I gotta do. This ain't nothing personal. And he killed him. He chopped his head clean off one motion, just like Zenitsu did his dude. Just like Tokito had did the number 5, that fish demon. Shit was sweet. And then, you know, the plot twist was Akaza got a strong energy, you know. Because, you know, he had a foundation. He had that mirror from his past life. And that forced his head to come back. You know, his fighting spirit. He had a spiritual battle he had to overcome. Shit was really fire. Like, because shit is deeper than rap. Like, these souls and spirits that still lingering and wandering around is because they got debts that ain't been settled yet, man. And so Akaza had to settle that debt. He started to remember Tanjiro got that Luffy energy, like bring out the best of people. That's why Luffy, the sun god, that light, gotta have that strong soul, that light. And most protagonists got that. And yeah, Tanjiro was bringing that out, man. Brought that out of Buddy. He remembered why he was fighting, and he accepted defeat. And they ended it with a great segue. You know, Muzan healing, talking his shit. You know, everybody's still getting ready. The number 4 demon expanding the castle. Kokushibo pissed because Akaza died. Doma pissed because, you know, Akaza died. So this shit finna get lit. And we got some people that gotta die too. So, yeah, man. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you ain't seen the movie, definitely you gotta check that shit out. 9.7 out of 10. One of the best movies, one of the best anime premieres out. Shit is fucking fire. See you next time. Peace.